There's only a few things I really care about in life. My body, my pad, my ride, my family, my church, my boys, my girls, and my porn.
Firstly, congratulations on your directorial debut. I really enjoyed the film.
Oh, really great, thanks.
Yeah, it was a different take on a love story. It's very different than what's in Hollywood right now. How did you come up with this idea, and what was the writing process like?
Well, the writing process took years. You know, I had lots of different versions of this idea kind of rolling around in my head. But the basic, you know, gist of it is I wanted to tell a story about, it is a love story, but it's sort of about what I feel like's always getting in the way of love. And that's how people objectify each other. Rather than treating each other like people, unique people, we treat each other as objects. And I think men do it to women, and women do it to men. You know, we're always comparing each other to these expectations that we have. And we learn those expectations from different places, like our friends, our family, our church, or different kinds of media, which fascinates me in particular. So I thought a story that centered around a relationship between a guy who watches too much pornography and a girl who watches too much, you know, romantic Hollywood movies would be a really funny way to sort of get at these questions.
What were some of the challenges of having to act while directing?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
As an actor, and I've felt this before too, you don't like seeing the sight of your own face or hearing the sound of your own voice. It can freak you out. But I've just been doing it for a long time now. I just turned 32. For my 21st birthday, I bought myself my first copy of Final Cut Pro, just video editing software. And I would just shoot little videos of myself and cut them together into things. And by now I've made countless, I don't even know how many, little short films and videos and stuff. And I've been in a lot of them. And so I think just with practice, I got used to seeing my own face and hearing my own voice. And that's why I feel like I was able to sort of be productive about it, making this movie.
You guys have known each other for a long time, and I'm sure you immediately accepted this role when you got the offer. But what attracted you to this character of John's father?
Well, the script is really what attracted me. I mean, it was a great part, but the script is so good. The script is, you know, this is like, I think it's an important movie for this moment, because I think a lot of people, when they leave, are going to be, you know, they got a little bit of a lesson. There's stuff in there that maybe they could identify with themselves, and I just think it's really important. I was thrilled to be part of it, and I couldn't wait to do it.
He's really good in it too.
Yeah, it was great. It was hilarious. This cast is full of so many great actors. How involved were you in the casting process?
They were all
your choices?
Yeah, they were really all my first choices, which is really rare for a director to get your first choices like that. I feel really fortunate. I wrote the part with Scarlett in mind. Tony was my first choice for the dad. Julie was my first choice to play Esther. Rob Brown, who plays, I mean, like everybody. Bree, who plays my sister. Glenn, who plays my mom. Everybody was exactly who I wanted. I feel really lucky.
Were there any parts of yourselves that you put into your roles, and how did you prepare for these roles?
Well, the preparation for acting in this movie was really different than a normal acting job for me, because I'd been writing the thing for years. Normally you get a script a few months before you shoot, and then you do it. So by the time it was time to actually shoot, the scenes were so second nature to me. I knew them backwards and forwards, and I knew the character backwards and forwards, and so it was kind of easy. As far as, you know, do I see myself in the character? It's an interesting question. I mean, I get a kick out of playing characters that are really different from myself. You know, whether it's like, you know, Hesher or you know, the guy in Looper is a very different character from me. Or, you know.
See, he said to me, he called me up when he offered me the part. He said, "Hey, by the way, you think I can play Italian?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what's wrong with you. You can play anybody." So, you know, that's it for me. You know, I just worked hard on learning it, because just what Joseph just said, that it was by the time he got there, it was so in his bones. I think that's really the key, you know, just really learning it, especially when you have the good material.
But the character's really different from you.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, Tony's one of the nicest, most gentle, and most thoughtful people I've ever met. And he plays this guy who's sort of a pig in this movie. And that's the real challenge, though, is to make that character true to who he is, but not totally hate him. You walk that line really well.
And also, he constantly, to get me there, kept saying, hey, I still like you.
Yeah.
I still like you. So you got to keep getting worse.
Yeah.
Is there any particular scene that you're excited for the audience to see?
There's so many. I don't know.
I like when you bring Scarlett home. That's the scene I like.
That always gets some of the biggest laughs of the night.
Big laughs.
It's a funny scene.
Yeah.
Funny scene.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I enjoyed talking with y'all.
Thanks
Our
very
pleasure.
much. Cheers.
Yo, it's about that time.